Greetings, loyal minions, beautiful humans. Welcome to the Sci Show. Did you know watching this show will increase your chances by 1.7% of looking impressive in underwear? What a huge time. We have so many things going on. Quick reminder that the visiting outfitter is in. I have done some videos on the costumes available and the best ones to get, so go check that out if you haven't already. And we also have the new seasonal summon for, what are they called? The Kalevala Family, with names that I'm not going to be able to pronounce. But, big warning, don't pull just yet. Why, you may ask? Well, you may not. You probably already know. A couple of reasons. Hero of the Month is about to refresh very, very shortly. So Florina, if you've already got Florina or don't really care for Florina, there will be a new Hero of the Month in a few days. So there's no point rushing in on your seasonal summons. This is around for 41 days. So I would suggest waiting until there is another Mimic, so another secret summon hero, will definitely be one before the end. So please hold on to your little epic hero tokens and don't summon until there is a secret Mimic. Even if the Mimic's not that important to you for getting the Ascension items, they actually are pretty good heroes. So they're easy to level, they're quick to level, and they are pretty strong depending on the level of your roster. So just wanted to get that out there. Now we will take a look at the new heroes. We have weird half fish, crocodile, random dude. I don't even know what that is. Suomuhauki is what I'm going with. I've probably just butchered 17 different languages in saying that, but that's what I'm going with, and I'm not going to say it again, to be honest, because I'll probably say it totally differently. Yeah, I don't know what he's supposed to be. I don't know how it ties in with the rest of the Kalevala family. I don't know what we've got going on. There's a lot of new costumes there as well, though. I'm not going to go through everything, but we'll have a look at the first guy, Green Barbarian. Not a great talent, gives the wound, not terrible, but just does a little bit of damage. Yeah. Fiend Resist, also a pretty useless Aether talent, in my opinion. 6 turns. Look, there's hardly anyone that's going to be throwing a Fiend off, but occasionally it might come in handy. The TP is quite high, so 1224, slightly higher than the new hero that came out yesterday, which I believe was 1223, Sadil from the Astral Dwarves. Family bonus for 1+ heroes receive 10, 25, 40% less damage from the special skills of the stronger element. Okay, that's interesting. So just for one hero, you're getting a 10%. It's not a huge thing, I wouldn't imagine, but yeah, it is what it is. Power of Sisu is the passive. When the character starts a turn with low health for the first time during a battle, they recover 15% health and receive 15% mana. Quite useful, that one. The health, probably not so much. The mana, it could just be the difference between firing off a special. But yeah, that's a decent passive as well. The seasonal heroes are generally not quite as good as the brand new heroes that come out, so we do expect them to be just a little bit lower. Very good attack stat on this dude. He does look pretty tough. He's got his teeth. He's got his trident type. Well, it's not a trident really. It's a, I don't even know what that thing is, but it's a stabby looking thing. Hopefully I'm sounding a little bit better. Thanks for everyone who's been wishing me well, by the way. I really appreciate it. I didn't die, so I'm on the mend. Man flu hasn't claimed me this time. Special skill. So a little bit low on the defense, but huge attack stat. Special skill is called Snapping Jaws. Runs at fast speed with dealing 400% damage to the target. Summons a Pike Mega Fiend for the target. The Fiend damages the enemy with 270% attack every turn. Deals strong damage against fire characters. So that's interesting. That was recently changed with the Mega Minions. that they stopped doing bigger hits against the opposite colour. And it's now so we can just bring it in to specifically say that it's going to do more damage against the opposite colour. That's strange. But yeah, interesting. So it deals strong damage against fire characters. The Pike Mega Fiend absorbs healing and disappears when it's absorbed health equal to 70% of its max health. When summoned, the Pike Mega Fiend gives minus 45% attack for its target against fire characters. Sorry, minus 45% attack for its target against fire characters. The Pike Mega Fiend gives minus 55% attack. Lasts as long as the Mega Fiend is there. So I'm just going to double check this. 70% of health and 270% damage. I think that's on par with the moths, but I just want to double check that. So 275% attack there and 70% health. So yeah, pretty much the same. This hero does have quite a good attack stat, so it's going to be doing quite a bit of damage. And it's doing a 400% hit. So that's, wow. I'm just going to double check that against Grove, because Grove is seen as quite a good hero. She does give herself extra mana, which helps. Fiend, 70%. Also gives minus 50% mana generation to its owner. But no hit. So yeah, that's really, really good hero. Fast. Fiend, Mega Fiend. So you can replace a Mega Minion with it. Does nice damage. Yeah, really top hero. Slight pity about being a barbarian, to be honest, but that's okay. And minus 45% attack. So, again, that's where, depending on how you use these heroes, I personally wouldn't use this in a green stack, because if you're hitting with 2 other greens, so if you're talking like a stack of 3 greens, if you're hitting with 2 others, the 400% damage is probably going to kill the target anyway, and your Fiend just becomes useless. So with Grove, I like to use Grove as like a 1 or a part of a 2. So you might have a healer and Grove. And it just means, especially with this guy hitting for 400%, decent hit. Then it throws the Fiend on. Within a few turns, that enemy's going to be dead, unless they get an extremely large heal or something crazy like that. Plus, you're dropping their attack. So, yeah, no, it's actually a really, really good hero. It's a pity the bonuses aren't quite as good, but that's not too bad. So that's really, really good hero. Yeah. Psychaxis would definitely eat that up for breakfast. So one really good hero. Really, really great place to use your epic hero tokens. So I would definitely say to use it during Kalevala. There's other events that will come up, but I'm actually saying he's a very, very strong hero, considering they are usually a little bit weaker during these events. We've also got Mother Lemminkainen. I'm pretty sure there's a Lemminkainen, isn't there? So that's Kalevala. He's the red dude. Buchanan. There we go. So his mother. Okay, interesting. Plenty of costumes here too. So if you have any of those original heroes, it's really a great spot to try and get those costumes. But Mother Lemminkainen, I've probably said that totally wrong as well. I do apologise to anyone who actually knows how to pronounce these names correctly. Sorcerer, so we have the delay. Quite handy, I think. It's just dropping anyone's mana is always a pain in the butt. Heal increase, 50% increase for any healing received. Not really a big thing, because in the first 6 turns you're generally not going to be healing. Same bonus there. Less damage from the special skills of the stronger element, in this case Dark. Same passive, 15% health and mana when you start a turn with low health for the first time. That's pretty handy. She's looking kind of, I don't know, He's had a big needle in a hand. Well, we've even got a costume for Yokane, and he was just an OP hero. He was fantastic, so I'm only assuming the costume will be great as well. I might have a quick look at the costumes. Yeah, she's got a big needle and yarn, so that's very, very dangerous. Not only will she stab you, but she'll stitch you up in the one motion, which very thoughtful of her. Slow, mending stitches. Pretty good stats there, pretty balanced. Each defeated ally has a 60% chance to get revived with 20% HP. If she's going to revive people, I probably should make her face look a little bit more inviting. She looks like she wants to kill people, not bring them back to life. 60% chance to get revived with 20% HP. All allies regenerate 1080 boosted health over 4 turns. The boosted health heroes, the sort of regenerating health per turn, it's just a little... They generally just don't do enough anymore. So it's going to be a little bit more once you put in other factors, such as the troops, etc., talent nodes, but it's just not enough. Over 4 turns, it's 265. Yeah. Oh, my brain's gone to about 255, whatever. I'm usually good at maths too. All enemies get minus 50 defense against special skills for 4 turns. Against dark characters, this status effect becomes uncleansable and lasts 2 turns longer. That could be really handy against Mythic Titans. I'm presuming that would stack. Minus 50% defense against special skills. That would stack with Gastil's damage increaser and other defense downs as well. So anyway, just an interesting side thought there. I'm not overly impressed. Slow, 60% chance, 20% HP. I mean, 60% is a pretty good chance, but I don't know. I feel with a slow hero, if you're not healing straight away, the battle's probably already over, and the heal just isn't enough. As soon as you get one extra special or hit with a few tiles, they're going to, it eats away that health. So yeah, not my favourite. I think there's plenty of other revivers out there already doing a better job, although with the new stats, will be an option. Definitely during Rush War, it's probably going to be slightly annoying, depending on who else you can pair it with. But there are also heroes out there that stop reviving. So, yeah, still decent hero, but just not... To be honest, you almost need to run a second healer with Mother L, because it's just not doing enough healing at slow speed. But yeah, so one really good hero, I would say, and one kind of below average. So, yeah, I hope I get the alligator dude. He's looking really strong. Quick look at Louis' costume. Louis was really highly used when it first came out. The spell's bust from all enemies, so that was fantastic. Deals 250% damage to all enemies. All enemies get minus 24% defense for 4 turns against Holy. Becomes uncleansable. So as we know now, the costumes aren't a great deal different. So dispels buffs, which is fantastic. Priority dispel is always handy. Deals 20% damage to all enemies. All enemies get minus 30% defense for 4 turns. Against Holy, it becomes uncleansable and lasts 2 turns longer. 34% bonus, so still see there the power just slightly below the newer ones, but not too bad at 1220. So if you have Luhi already, that's just going to be a fantastic pickup if you can grab that costume. Yeah, pair it up with, Guardian Panther's a little bit old now, but anyone who's doing defense down to start with, or if you're using him first, if you've got a fast hitter with defense down or elemental defense down, you're just going to get pretty nice damage out of that. 20% is not huge, but that Dispel is the big thing there. All the costumes are just bringing them back up to the current power, so they're all going to be quite good. Ilmarinen, I think I liked this guy when he came out because it reduced the mana. Didn't really see a lot of him. So what difference do we have here? Reduces the mana of all ice enemies by 40%. Reduces the mana of all other by 20%. All enemies become soul connected for 4 turns. It's undispellable, last 2 turns longer on ice. All enemies get minus 56 defense for 4 turns. So it's just taking a little bit more mana and a huge minus 60% defense. So again, going to be handy against Titans if you don't have any other defense down heroes. Athena is obviously fantastic if you have that. But yeah, I find some of these ones a little strange because it does the extra against the weak element, like the element it's weak against. So on defense, that's cool because people will probably bring the stronger color. But when you're taking them on offense, you're generally not going to be taking them against ice heroes, so to speak. It's not a guaranteed thing that you won't, but a lot of people try to go the stronger color, if that makes sense. But yeah, again, if you've got the original hero, 4-star dude, any costume is going to be great. 300% damage to the target and minor damage nearby. Burn damage, so it's just going to bring these guys, if you've got them, straight back up. I used to use I had a couple of these leveled. Fantastic, because again, he's got the Dispel priority. 180% damage, so his damage has been increased. And all enemies are also immune to new status effect buffs, so that's really fantastic. There's a lot of new costumes, which is very, very nice. And yeah, I would really say if you've got your epic hero tokens, don't be saving them. This is a really top hero. I'd say go for him. But again, wait until the new hero of the month is available. And if you can, also wait until the next secret summon hero mimic thing is out. Wow, that was a lot to go through. I think that's about it. Yep, nothing else in there. So if you are doing any summons, best of luck. You can see I've got 27 epic hero tokens, so I will do those next time there is a mimic out, and we'll see what we can get. Hopefully I'll have a few more by then. If you are doing summons, best of luck. Hope you get the hero you are after. Blah, blah, blah. Subscribe. Blah, blah. Kitty, scritch. Have a bloody good one.